We welcome you to the city of Philadelphia. It is cold and snow is in the forecast, but the fans, they have packed the house. They are ready to go at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What a terrific story last season. Daniel Jones began with the Giants, spent a little time with Minnesota, and landed with the Colts. And before he got hurt with a torn Achilles, had the Colts as the #1 seed in the AFC. Was given a 2-year extension in the offseason. They expect him back in form and quickly.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning, and I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
A career high in touchdown passes last season with 25, but wants to make the next jump in terms of consistency. Both himself and his offense maneuvering the ball down the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 45.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up
Early down
second
stuff to put this offense in a precarious
at the 40-yard
position.
line.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Colts offense headed out, and that's their offensive coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter, wearing the headset.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he floated one out there incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jalen Carter.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Running right through it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. As the home team's offense makes their way back out, we show you the defensive coordinator for the visiting team. His guys have a first-half lead, all going according to plan so far, as they look to come up with a stop on this next drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones steps away to his left. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll set up a throw.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
46-yard line.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Nowadays, you have to be an all-around running back to stick in the NFL, and that's exactly what this guy is. He is such a weapon in the receiving game, and we saw it again there. He's got soft hands, and then we know how dangerous he is when the ball is in his hands.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jones off the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Carter able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 24, Hurts.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Zach Bond
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Up the middle with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Throwing, Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the Halftime Report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. You can see a dusting of snow starting to show up on the field, so things have changed. We'll see how that impacts play here as we get set for the third quarter.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and 3. They run once more with Taylor.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Now a toss right to Barkley.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley,
49 yards.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that.
Looking to put a drive together.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
A handoff to Barkley.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 244 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing is Hurts.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Looking to put a drive together.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Now this taken in by Downs.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
In motion left goes Smith.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hurts. Quick slant caught by Wicks. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And Barkley will try to punch it in.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that one. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Doolin, the man in motion.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Nolan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Jordan Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
The Eagles on 3rd down.
Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
The tight end in motion right.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Shifts past him at the 45.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
42-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he's up to the 45.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A throw on the money there to Doolin. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL's single-game rushing record. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Elliott now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team.